Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to talk about this story that's going viral. It's taking place in Colorado, and it's taking place at a high school. The high school is Canon City High School, and basically what went down is that a bunch of the student body, they were having a sexting contest where a lot of kids were sending naked pictures of themselves to each other, and then one teen decided to snitch on the whole crew, and they went to go tell the school. But so many students were involved that the school felt the need to call the police department, and now the police are involved, and a lot of these students at this school are looking at felony child pornography distribution charges. This whole situation is a hot damn mess. I want you guys to go ahead and check out this news clip, and I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
Secret apps used to disguise nude photos on students' phones. And until this week, hundreds of pictures swapped like trading cards in and outside the halls of Canon City High School. The superintendent tells worried parents, this isn't a school district issue, this is a nationwide issue. School staff are now learning there are hundreds of apps keeping these photos from parents' praying eyes. There are apps that disguise these photo vaults. Now if you click here, it looks like a calculator, but you type in your password and boom, you're into this secret folder. And from here, allowing students to store hundreds of these photos on their phone without parents even noticing.
Do I think parents should be very concerned? Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. As we all know, if images get out on the internet, they can go anywhere and they can live there for a long, long time.
Students swapping photos could face felonies for child pornography. And if photos are hidden on parents' technology, adults are also at risk.
Parents need to be having conversations with their kids about whether that's something that their children are in possession of, whether those are items that exist in their households and within members of their family.
The scandal has trickled down to middle school, with some 8th graders pictured. So far, the school has forfeited its football game, and the school hopes that shutting down these apps powers off this scandal in other communities.
All right, so you guys just checked out the news clip, and you know, this whole situation bothers me. One, welcome to the world of technology, okay? Technology comes at a price, and I feel like the school and the police are taking this way too far. I think for them to be looking at charging these kids with felonies, to me, is a bit much. And this is why I always say in my videos that society is hypocritical as hell, and that's the shit that pisses me off. So now we want to punish these teenagers for sexting, okay? Everything was mutual between these kids. Nobody was forced to take a picture of themselves and send it. These kids were doing what they wanted to do. They were having a contest, okay? So now society's saying that you guys are bad, you guys are horrible kids, you guys need felonies on your records, you guys are, you know, basically child molesters and pedophiles and everything else. But in the same breath, if you log on to social media, I can see naked pictures of Kim Kardashian. I can see pictures of Kendall Jenner walking the runway with her nipples out, and she wasn't even 18 at the time. I can see pictures of, you know, Kylie Jenner scantily clad. I can see naked pictures of Amber Rose and everything else. And these people get praised on a daily basis. I can see pictures of India Westbrook getting fingered by The Game. And once again, the Westbrooks are now being blessed with a show by BET. So, like I always say, society's full of shit. And then another thing, Zola's story went viral just a week ago. And you had big up-and-coming A-list celebrities, producers and everything else trying to make a movie off of Zola's story. A story about prostitution, misogyny, murder, and everything else. I want to make that a movie, but we're mad that kids are out here sexting. I find this whole situation just disgusting. Punish these kids, ground them, give them detention, suspend them from school. But to put felonies on their record, to me, is bullshit. These kids should not be charged with felonies for sexting. Kids make mistakes. You know, they're going through adolescence. They're trying to figure out their sexuality. They should not be punished for that. When in the same breath, Kim Kardashian's ass broke the internet last year and people praise that to high heavens. You know, I get so tired of how when you go on Instagram, all you see is ass and tits, and that's okay, but these kids are not supposed to get involved in that. These kids are supposed to just look at it, but then not attempt to emulate that. That's bullshit. We emulate everything we see. If we didn't emulate things that we see, then we wouldn't have advertisements and things like that. Growing up, you emulate what you see on television, and now what you see on television is just raunchy, disgusting. They're trying to push the bar and everything else. Even on so-called wholesome shows, you have a bunch of sex and debauchery being pushed on television. You can watch Netflix, and all you see is naked people on there. Orange is the New Black. You know, people just having all types of sex, but we're supposed to assume that this is not supposed to affect the children, and then once the children are calling themselves getting involved in it, we want to get mad and charge them with felonies. I'm gonna need everybody at that school and the police department to have several damn seats. Should these kids be punished? Yes, they should. They should be suspended. They should not have the rest of their lives ruined by having felony charges attached to their names like they're damn pedophiles and sex offenders. Are people thinking this all the way through? These kids need to go to college. These kids need to, eventually get jobs and everything else. Why punish them so severely for something stupid as sexting each other when society makes it seem like it's okay? This whole situation just really, really irritated me when I heard about it. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. How do you guys feel about this situation that's going down at Canon City High School? Do you feel like the administrators and the police department are, they're overreacting? Or do you feel like these children should be charged with felonies and should be placed on the sex offender list? And then how do you feel about society being super hypocritical? Because in one breath, we'll say that, kids don't need to do this. They don't need to engage in that. But then in the same breath, you have television shows like the Kardashians, the Westbrooks, all these people being famous for sex tapes, for having sex with celebrities, for having, naked pictures on Instagram and everything else. We'll sit there and praise that to high heavens, but then when kids start emulating the shit that adults are praising, now people want to get upset. So let's go ahead and talk about the hypocrisy as well. Anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's get the discussion popping. All right, deuces. Hey, you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyt.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.